Hey everybody, welcome to Drinks with DMO. Woo! Now officially recognized in Liechtenstein. What? What's that? That joke didn't work? We're gonna keep it anyway. Yeah, we're gonna keep it anyway. No, it'll work. Don't worry. My Liechtensteiner fans will enjoy that.
Fan.
I do have a Liechtensteiner fan.
Udo.
I don't know if they're called Liechtensteiners. Okay. Just getting some notes from the booth.
Yeah. The booth.
Why don't you ever play along? Why don't we try to make it look like a legitimate operation as opposed to just two schmucks in the kitchen?
That's our appeal.
Is it?
Yes. Schmucks in the kitchen. Two schmucks in the kitchen.
I think that was taken. That's why we went with Drinks with DMO. Two schmucks in a kitchen. Welcome to the show. I'm Demosthenes, the great waster of time. She's Valley the Space Cowboy, who is not dealing with my shit right now. Fine, it's cool. It's totally fine. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us. I've said that a couple times, and I do want to thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
If you are enjoying Drink with DMO, by all means, like, subscribe down below. Keep us going. We don't usually do back-to-back non-alcoholic shows. In fact, we've only done 2 total non-alcoholic shows ever.
Right.
But in our pantry, our wine closet, our liquor cabinet,
I came across something so odd we had to do it.
I bought it a week or so ago, and I'm like, you know what? Even though we should space it out, I want to do this one next. And that brings us to Coke with coffee. Vanilla. It's great Coca-Cola taste blended with the Rick's rich, luxurious coffee.
Rick's coffee?
Rick's.
Who's Rick?
I don't know. As long as it's not Joffrey's coffee.
Jesus.
Those are for those who know. If you know, you know. Joffrey's coffee.
Good Lord.
So we saw this at the Ralph's.
I was like, hey, there is that Coke with coffee.
I've been hearing about it for a while now, and apparently, if you're just not caffeinated enough, we'll take Coke, coffee, put them together.
Sure.
Now, bonus, this flavor is vanilla. So is it like vanilla Coke and coffee?
I hope so.
It's getting better by the second.
Right.
Before we crack it open, I do want to come with a disclaimer. I always try to keep an open mind. I always try to be unbiased.
Where does it go?
I am very hopeful for this beverage.
I'm not.
So, if it is any way or shape or form not meeting my expectations, it's going to be a disappointment.
I really like vanilla Coke, though. I'd say, like, out of all the sodas, it's like my number 2. I'm a huge fan of the vanilla Coke.
I don't know if all of them do, but Rubio's Baja Grill has vanilla Coke on tap.
So good.
So, I guess we should crack it open and see what's what.
I'm assuming it's carbonated?
Would you like to take a look at the bottle and review it?
Does it say?
Carbonated water.
Okay, so it's carbonated coffee.
I'll read the ingredients here so we have an idea what's going on. Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, coffee powder, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, caffeine, added caffeine, sodium benzoate and potassium sorbate to protect taste, sucralose, and it's another type of potassium.
So it's got baking sugar in it too.
The powdered coffee from Brazilian coffee beans.
That's what keeps it at 18 grams of sugar. Interesting.
Which is weird, because now that I know it has sucralose in it, it's going to disappoint me.
It was funny, he said coffee powder, my heart went boom.
Let's crack it open. This is 12 ounces. Look at that. Cold, refreshing.
Looks like Coke.
Yeah, it does.
Have a darker Coke.
Looks like an Irish coffee, though. Let's be honest.
Smells like Coke.
Smells like Coke. Wait. There's a hint of something.
Yeah, that's a hint of something that's not Coke.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's not Coke.
Smells like Coke.
Smells like I was drinking Coke if somebody else was making some sort of a protein shake.
Oh.
Like, I'm like, hey, what you doing? Making a protein shake? Sucks to be you. Coke, Coke, Coke. Like,
Gotta rub it in. Yeah, let's give it a go.
hey, Slaja.
Skull.
Weird.
There's the sucralose. I can taste it.
Yeah, the end.
I can taste. My palate is completely unrefined. Cannot pick out anything except artificial sweeteners.
Yeah.
You put one in there, I can tell you exactly which one it is.
That's weird.
And that's all I can taste now. I can only taste the sucralose.
There's the coffee. Second sip in. Okay.
It tastes like Coke right off the bat.
The first one.
With a friend.
It tasted like Coke.
Vanilla Coke. I will say it did taste like vanilla Coke for me.
Well, no, it tasted like somebody took like pumpkin pie spice, like an allspice, and mixed it into my Coke.
Okay.
Especially like an allspice, heavy on the allspice. Maybe a little nutmeg. Then the second drink, the coffee came in.
For me, the coffee is very, very mild. It almost feels like it's hiding in the vanilla. But right now,
The more I drink it, the more coffee I get.
all I can taste is the sucralose. All I can taste is the artificial sweetener, which is disappointing.
It's not bothering me, actually. It has that weird mouthfeel.
Yeah.
A soapy kind of mouthfeel. But the flavor is not bothering me. My first thought right out of the gate here was, needs rum.
I can see that.
Yeah. I feel like this would be good with rum. Especially a good spiced rum. Not like Malibu or whatever. I want some straight up, whatever I accidentally bought you that one time.
Cap Morgan's 100.
Cap Morgan 100 right there. Boom.
Okay.
That'd be amazing.
I guess it's time now for an official Drinks with Timo review. Coke with coffee, vanilla flavored. To me, tasted like vanilla Coke with a friend. Like there was a beverage in that glass that wasn't completely rinsed out before someone put vanilla Coke in there.
I can see where it's at. Like an iced coffee.
Like an iced coffee. For me personally, I'm not getting hardly any coffee flavor. There's hints of it, and like I said, it feels like it was hidden with the vanilla. But right now, after I've consumed my beverage, my mouth, my tongue, all I can really get is of the sucralose.
I don't know that one sucralose in there. As opposed to just straight sugar. It's a freaking Coke, for Christ's sake. Like, why would you go with a sucralose instead of just sweetener? Like sugar or...
Well, because sugar is calories. And if you're selling this as only 70 calories a can, people are thinking, oh, it's coffee, it's Coke, it's low calorie. It's because it has an artificial sweetener in there. Which, if you're going to go with an artificial sweetener, I'm going to highly recommend Lakanto monk fruit sweetener.
It's good stuff.
It is as sweet as you can want from sugar. Doesn't taste weird. Doesn't taste bitter like stevia. I got this at Costco for like $8. It's a good price for it at Costco, trust me.
Yeah.
If you're baking, it's a 1-to-1 equivalent exchange. So,
yeah.
I was a side tangent, I'm sorry. But yeah, for the Coke with coffee, I don't know if I was expecting more coffee, but I was hoping that it'd be a nice symphony of flavors.
See, my thing is it hits the tongue Coke, right? Like, up front. Coke. The second it gets like maybe a half an inch back, not even a half an inch back, I get coffee. Carbonated coffee. But the thing is, I'm not tasting vanilla, I'm tasting the spices.
Really?
I'm getting more of a spice note than I am a vanilla note. So that's why I was like, spiced rum would be awesome in here. But yes, it's still got that. It doesn't bother me, the sucralose in this application, but it does have that funky mouthfeel.
Now, if you have consumed beverages in the past that have had sucralose and it does not bother you,
This should be fine.
this should be fine. But for me, I can taste those things like a Diet Coke with aspartame. Oh my God, right out. Sucralose, right out. At this point, give me real sugar or give me nothing.
So it basically does taste like I had my cup from Starbucks, right? You know, I got my giant venti, like whatever.
Mhm.
I drank all of it, but there's still a significant amount in my ice. And then I took a can of Coke and poured it in.
Yeah, that is actually a very fair analogy.
Yeah.
Um,
That's about what it's given me there.
yeah. So I guess that'll segue nicely into a rating.
Mm.
Valerie, on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you give Coca-Cola with coffee?
Like a 3.
A 3.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I'm not going to seek it out. But would I drink it again? Maybe.
2.
It's the sucralose.
It's the sucralose.
Yeah.
That's why I don't drink diet beverages. I never have. I've never liked the taste of them.
I used to, and then I'm used to it.
I'm a sugar man,
Mm.
and that's why I have diabetes. So I'm trying to break off that sugar aspect, and artificial sweeteners aren't the way to go.
No.
And right now, when I crack open a regular Coke, even with the high fructose corn syrup, it is a nice Coke flavor, and it lingers and it stays in my mouth. And right now, after I have consumed this, I want to go find a Coke. I feel like I've been cheated. I want a Coca-Cola straight, preferably a Mexican Coke made with real sugar. And that's why I have diabetes.
I love Mexico. So if you've never had a Mexican Coke or Sprite or whatever, or on the offhand chance you can find it, a Pepsi on occasion.
With real sugar.
A rare occasion. Perhaps a Dr. Pepper.
It's like if you have like hamburgers that are frozen versus hamburgers that are fresh. Fundamentally the same thing.
Right.
Two different
Nothing's
experiences.
wrong with either of them.
Here's the case and then with Coke. Take a high fructose corn syrup Coke, take a sugar Coke.
Mm.
Compare the two. You'll notice a difference, and you will like the sugar Coke better.
Right.
Now you think to yourself, Demo, Val, why do people use high fructose corn syrup? Because it's cheap.
It is. It's cheaper. And Americans are like, what the fuck? We don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the high fructose corn syrup group there,
It's more addictive.
they're trying to label it as corn sugar to be more deceptive. Bastards, I'm on to you.
All those chemically processed sugars are a lot more addictive also. So.
That's why you see this trend towards monk fruit or stevia as a natural alternative.
Mm-hmm.
But stevia is super bitter.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
It's what they use in South America as opposed to sugar because they don't have sugar cane down there.
Mm.
They have stevia leaf.
Well, a lot of our sugar doesn't come from sugar cane anyway. Sugar beets.
No.
Yeah, most of it comes from sugar beets.
No, C&H comes from sugar cane.
Most of the United States does not come from sugar cane.
Okay.
It comes from sugar beets.
Here's the random thing. If you're a West Coast boy, you have C&H sugar, which is from Hawaii. You remember the commercials for it? Kids ripping up sugar cane from the island, just ripping it out. Oh, this is so great.
Sugar cane's actually pretty good.
If you're more East Coast, you're probably familiar with like Domino,
Mm.
which is not sugar cane,
Right.
sugar beet.
Most of your European sugars are sugar beet too.
You're missing out.
It's sugar. As long as it's not corn sugar. Unless you're making marshmallows, then it's necessary to have corn syrup.
Different story.
Different story.
All right.
Tangential.
Anything else on to today's episode of?
No.
All right.
I don't know if there's other flavors out there. Do you know?
I would assume so, since this can is called out specifically as
Vanilla.
vanilla.
Mhm.
I would assume that there must be maybe a non-vanilla flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even probably a hazelnut. I don't know. I'm
I
just
know.
guessing. But since they called it out as vanilla, I'm going to assume that there's at least one other flavor.
Right.
But if you want to seek it out,
Do you know why they went this way?
novelty.
Like, were people doing this? Were people putting Cokes in their coffee or coffee in their Coke or whatever? Or is this a thing?
Not that I know of. Well,
I know people were putting Cokes in there, like, what, wine or some shit? I don't know.
well, I know that for Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, they're noticing that everyone's jumping off the soda bandwagon because soda's bad for you. Let's be honest. Super delicious, super bad.
Right.
So they're trying to come up with some novelties like, oh, it's Coke, but with coffee. You like coffee, right? Coffee's kind of healthy. Sure, let's do that. And it'll have less sugar.
Coffee's not healthy.
Depends what study you read.
By itself, sure, coffee's healthy.
Yeah.
It's good for your liver, apparently.
If you It's got less sugar. It's got less calories. It's a whole novelty thing. So people are going to try it out. They're hoping to grab some of that market share back.
I can just make some all natural soda. Those are fine. Those taste fine.
You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen anyone try to bottle a Laverne. Remember the old Laverne and Shirley sitcoms? Laverne used to drink Pepsi and milk. Think of it as like a melted float.
Okay. But at least ice cream has sugar in it, though. It's kind of counteract that.
Well, the Pepsi has sugar in it. And it was a Pepsi because she was in the Midwest, and Midwesterners drink Pepsi.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact.
Weasel.
Pepsi is based in the heartland there, either Chicago, Wisconsin area.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at a map of Coke versus Pepsi, there's Pepsi and then Coke. Sadly, RC, also from Atlanta like Coke, nowhere in that equation.
I haven't had an RC Cola in, 30 years. I don't even know.
It's been a while. All right, well, we're rambling on, so that means it's time for us to go. Thank you for joining us on Drinks with Demo. On the Coca-Cola with coffee, 3 from Space Cowboy, 2 for me. Try it, don't try it.
Maybe.
And it was on sale at Ralph's.
Right.
So that was, I think, another reason why we purchased it.
For $2.
What about like 2 for 4 or 1 for 3?
I don't know.
Something simple like that.
1 for 3. That's not a sale. That's 2 for 6.
No, but they get you. It's 2 for 4. Well, if you buy 1, it's $3. So at 4, she's going to buy 2.
Right.
So that way it looks like they're selling more. See, marketing brain knows all about that. I'm on to you. Sorry, did I help you?
Maybe.
Okay. Thank you for joining us with Drinks with Demo. Again, if you enjoy what you're seeing, like and subscribe on the YouTube. If you're watching us on Instagram, like, share in your stories, send us comments. We got a whole slew of goodies coming your way. Hopefully better than this. Until next time, I'm Demosthenes. Bellother, Space Cowboy.
No, I'll be alcoholic from now on.
Yeah. Back to the booze. Stay safe.
I was going to say, because at least if it's disappointing, it at least, makes you feel better.
One would hope. One would hope. Stay safe, choose love, drink responsibly.